Is it gonna work? Yay! The hair is everywhere. Like, oh god, yesterday I did not do my hair. I'm gonna turn this off. Look, it's too loud. It's like it's so loud. Ugh. Y'all, why I get coffee this morning and the coffee is like made with that bad water. Uh, buy myself flowers. It's like sour water. I just never thought I'd just be like, oh no, because the water is sour. That's not good for us to have sour water. Oh, I got like too many. Oh, I got so many. What am I doing? It just stopped. It just stopped. Am I now too late to tweet? Okay. There we go. Okay, so anyway, why did I have like sour water coffee? I feel the bobby pin, but where is the bobby pin? Okay, anyway. So good morning. It is now 8:36. It feels like it's 10 o'clock because I got up early. I was gonna go to another job place today and it's too far. Is that it? There it is right there. And it's too far. Like it's like I would have to walk like maybe 15 minutes to get to the job and that's too much. Especially if I gotta work if I'm working there and trying to get back and forth is dangerous. So um catching a bus is dangerous in that area. Like as far as getting in that area. It's a good job too. Like so I just won't be able to make it today. Um, what else? That's it. I gotta have a little money. Maybe get an Uber or a Lyft. Um, so today is all about fleeing from a stalker, and so I wanted you guys to listen to this real quick because um some people are full of shit. And that's when I noticed, like, okay, this person got a job, has no experience, or stole a job, has no experience. And she actually looks like this other stalker that's out here now. She wears glasses. And she'll come, like I told y'all, like, it'll be like some days, it'll be just some weird person saying, well, where she's like, the bathroom is just so nasty. It's just so nasty in the bathroom. And so she's the only person that's messing it up. And I don't think that she was actually a resident of the property. I think she was just a person that would be on the property, slip over there at night, and then leave. And so it's like they actually closed the gate on the property. So maybe she would just come in the morning when she saw me. So she would just come and walk past me and be like, and I got a picture of her. It was like I got a picture of her one time on the train, and she had a bag like mine. So I was like, what the fuck is that? So it's like I guess they just want to pretend, like I said, to be me. So now you see you can't pretend because it's an IP address. Shonda Rhimes is like a fucking criminal. Like he's like you have evidence of murder and rape and all this different stuff. And it's probably like Shonda Rhimes probably set it up. Because the story, if it's coming out over this speaker or whatever this shit is, you can't have my life, Shonda. I'm sorry, you can't have my life. It's not yours to have. So I think somebody was telling her that this morning, and they were saying that she was like the person that had the information about the universal health card too. So if that is the truth, then Shonda Rhimes has to go to jail. And so I own everything Shonda's done. It's not a joke. Like, that's my life story. Like, if you look at Shonda's shit too, that's my life fucking story. You see? So, yeah, I'm done, man. So anyway, I want y'all to see this woman on Instagram. Let me see if it opened up. And she's talking about relationships or whatever. I might have to just do it on here. And she's talking about how these people, like how she's healed. And I'm just like, what? I don't know if it's me. But okay, like, look, y'all, I took this test and only 15% of people like me. 11 to 15% of people are like me. Me and Oprah. Me, Oprah, and Robin. And we are compatible with like a lot of people. And just because we're compatible with those people does not mean that we share the same likeness for the person. You know what I'm saying? That's what I noticed too. Like, even though I'm compatible with somebody, I don't want somebody aggressive and all that stuff towards me. So, what's happened is like, I don't feel like I ever lack a man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I met a man, I could possibly date him. I don't know. I don't care if he's a millionaire, a billionaire. I don't care if he's poor. I don't care if he's fine. I don't care if he's short, if he's fat. If I felt a man that I felt a connection with, I could date him. Like, I don't have any issues as far as like everything. Like, I'm serious. I fart on this show. I wake up and my hair is wild. I'm like put together, but not put together. I mean, for real, it's like I just don't have those type of issues. Like, it's like I'm just not this type of person. So it's like I've actually had to heal through rape. I've had to heal through racism and sexism, and it's a constant like just beating me up, right? And so it's like when I hear other people talk shit, I'm just like, nah, I think that you have the wrong character. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think that you are talking the truth. You know, it's like, what is it? I don't think you're speaking the truth at all. And so that's something else. It's like when people haven't been through anything, and don't situate this to a color. Okay, that's something else y'all do. It's like, let's not situate, and I do it too sometimes, but it's like, don't situate this situation to a color. I want you to imagine all colors doing this. Very dark skin, light skin, because sometimes, you know, some of these people, you may think that it's this person, but it are Asian, but it could be Amanda Seals. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, this is like an Amanda Seals tyrant. And it's like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like, I get mad at Amanda Seals, but I would be just as mad at this woman too. Because she doesn't like me. And like, it's like, I'm just waiting for her to just be like, I'm gay. You just need to come out the fucking closet. And it's like, that is the thing. So it's like all these lies that people tell. They tell themselves when they're not good people. So hold on. Let me get it back there for you, because what she's saying makes no sense. If you're a healed person, then it makes sense. And then we're going to look at this one, because what she's saying, that's something where you're like, yeah, I get that. We'll look at all three, okay? So let's look at this one first. Okay. Oh, shoot. It's just me, right?
Like, they're not looking to improve themselves as a partner. They think they're perfectly fine the way they are. So there's no room to even grow into a relationship together because they're already set in their ways. It's exhausting. because you're also then feeling lonely at the same time, and that sadness can be overwhelming. But I would rather be alone than be with someone who's not right for me. At the end of the day, healing is very bittersweet. Nobody talks about the fact that when you're done healing, it's near.
So for me, I think that's a bunch of bullshit. And I'm serious. If you ask that woman if she's been raped 14 times, if she's been beaten or pushed into situations that were volatile for her, if she's had friends that have backstabbed her, turned their backs on her, everything, every type of situation, right? Every type of situation they can throw at me, they have thrown at me. And it is like so fucking, what is it? It's so dysfunctional, the stuff that they try to send towards me, and it's like I can't take it on. It's almost like I'm a bullet, you know. Like I'll either shoot it back. I don't shoot it back, I'm just saying I'll just put up a mirror and make them look at themselves, or that's it. I don't respond to it. And so I'm a healed person. I'm still a healthy person. No matter what type of stuff they try to send to me. If that was the case, I'd be sitting here smoking weed and drinking with you and telling you all this different shit. And it's like, I can't tell you that. I'd be drinking this sour water ass coffee and telling everybody it's delicious because Bert is a nice looking man and made the coffee. It'll be like I would be still sleeping. I wouldn't be doing my show. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to be healed, when you finally do meet another healed person, it's not like that. It's almost like just laughing and just, okay, like when I meet the guys, when I go to the library and I see like Sam, and guys, don't pick on Sam, but Sam is awesome. When I see Sam and Sam's like, what you do today? I'm like, oh, I did this. And she's like, you see what I'm saying? It's like, that's how healed is, because that's what a real life is. That's what a real friendship is. And so because these people around me lack experience in having friendships and having a life, such as Shonda Rhimes, because she's always locked up somewhere, right? And now she has 3 kids. You see what I'm saying? So she's always locked up somewhere. And you don't have the experience. Janelle does not have the experience. Joyce Stewart doesn't have the experience. None of these people had the experience. Even your girl, she's single, broke. I know how you are when you're single. Does not have the experience. What did I say her name? Amanda Seals. She doesn't have the experience. And so when you lack the culture to have an experience, or lack the mind to have an experience, then you are not healed. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I don't have to go into a room and think about who's well and who's not. I just go into the room. And even with that, I never find out who's well and who's not until they commit a crime. Then I can look at that and say, okay, that person's not well. And it's because I have different cultural experience. Like for Native Americans, like they're not going to sit down and talk about spirits, but it's spirits that's there. It's just like, y'all, it was so amazing yesterday. I got this Native American book, and I am such a Mayan culture person. I don't like chocolate though. I'm such a Mayan culture person, and that's where Native Americans originate. Some of Native Americans originate from the Mayan culture. And it is like such, again, it's so deep and it's so old and it's so spiritual and healing in itself. It's like some of the cultures that I dive into, they always heal themselves, such as the Catholic culture. Like Lent, it's a healing of yourself. Ramadan is a healing of yourself. Those are actually therapies that they go through. It's not something that they don't go through. The Native Americans go through the same thing with like the sweat and having the visions and all these different things too. So it's amazing to me for me to be actually of mixed races and still be able to have visions and different things like that. So I'm grateful for it. I am absolutely fucking grateful. I'm absolutely fucking grateful. So there's no reason for me to have visions and then if I'm in a great environment to block it off by trying to see what type of situation this person is in, what type of issue they have. And so that is the issue that people usually have with me. It's like when because I'm healed, it's almost like all I can see is your healing. If your husband is cheating, okay, he's polyamorous. Does that change your mind? Yes, it does. It makes you look at him like, wait a minute. How many times did he cheat? You see what I'm saying? Like, are you polyamorous? You need more than one woman? You know, are you still, if I tell you that, well, he lost his connection because he's monogamous. That's it. That's the end all be all. I don't see why you would need to heal after that. That's the closed case. When I polyamorous, closed case, he cheated. Or did he? You see what I'm saying? Would you bring her to meet me? Do you think me and her would get along? Did you go out with her? Did you go out with him because you thought me and him would get along? Did you meet him? Because sometimes that's what it is too. The partners are sometimes alike. They look different, but sometimes they are alike. If it's a monogamous relationship, you felt a disconnection to me. So it's like, what was the disconnection and why did you feel disconnected? Why did you have to connect with this person? It's no chance that you connected with me again. Or do you want to reconcile what this is? That's a reconciliation. And it's like that for me, once I say it, it's a done deal. Because that's how I heal. It's like, I just look, oh, okay. I'm just not the woman he needs. He needs a different woman. So let him go. Let him go and have a different woman. So it's like, and that's why I'm still able to be their friend. So it's like, call me if you need anything. I'm your friend. You know what I'm saying? We slept together. We slept together once or twice. If you feel like you can talk to me after we slept together, that's cool. Don't come visit me, because if I got a man, I don't want to sleep with you again. You know, I don't want to slip up in the bed with you or anything like that. So that's it. And it's like those things you have to be honest about. Because some men, they will leave you hungry. They will leave you thirsty for that loving. And it's like, you can't always, I don't do it. I don't do it, y'all. If I'm not single, don't come see me. Don't come see me. Some of them, you be like, oh, he smell good. Oh my God, he got on a fucking hat. Look at him, man, and his chest popping. Oh my God, I like him with a little belly too. His little belly showing, like, oh my God, y'all. I just feel like this is just so cute. Like, man, don't smell good. Don't smell good. And then they be smiling and shit. Shantae, what you doing? You know, oh my God. It's like, don't come see me. I have a man. And so that's it. I'll break up with him. I'll be your fucking wife. Don't play with me. You gonna marry me this time, motherfucker. So it's like, yeah, that's it. Like, it's like when you healed, none of that stuff matters. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So listening to bullshit like that, it's like, that just makes me think, is she a writer bitch or something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is she a stalker bitch? Did they send this bitch to my page to put that bullshit on her? And so that's why it's like, that's why I don't like Amanda Seales either, because she whines a lot. It's a lot of whining over shit that you just be like, bitch, that was never your story. And so it's like, that's what they want you to feel. That's what they want the person to feel. When after experience how they want you to go through their emotions of being too fat, of being, because it's like, you know, some of these things for Black women, they want our feelings because it doesn't bother us. It just doesn't. It's like, baby, I'm thickadacious. I'm lovely. So that's it. It's like, for us, it doesn't bother us. It's not something that is a problem. And so that's what it is. It's like when people start to do this shit, it's like, well, you unhealed. From the first sentence when she says, nobody talks about what, then she's out there looking for red flags. She notices red flags. It's like, what the fuck are the red flags? You know what I'm talking about? At heart, you in a room full of stalkers. I'm in a room full of stalkers, and I have fun. Sometimes, y'all, I'm not lying. Sometimes I just have fun. And that's actually all the time, because I'm not about to take that on either. I'm not about to take on somebody else's issues or somebody else's plans for me. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have to fight me for that shit. So it's like, yeah, if I'm in, I can't do that. I can't. And that moves me into the next video. It's like yesterday I was at this job fair thing, and this little guy, he put up a finger sign at me. I think this little gay guy follows me, and he's like always mouthing off, bitch, like he's like going off about everything. So yesterday we were at the place, and I just sat in the seat by myself, and I was just playing on my phone. All of a sudden, I kind of look up a little bit, and I see this motherfucker giving me the finger. But he's still talking while he's giving me the finger. You sitting there like you got some sense, but something wrong. So that's when the guy comes and says, hey, who's ready to go? You see what I'm saying? And I think he's a con artist too, because I used to work at Kohl's with him. So I was just like, okay, what the fuck going on? So that was it. It's just like, why would he give me the finger? And so this is when I saw this yesterday. I was like, let me make a post about it, because I tried not to like post all the stalking, but I think I need to, because it's like, and he's a little gay black guy. You see what I'm saying? It's like, that's not necessary. None of that is necessary. So here we go.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but I promise you, they see you. They see you. They see more in you than you even see in yourself. They know you going to fuck up. They know you're going up. They know you got a good spirit, and they know that you deserve to go up. They know that it's been a long time coming for you to finally get what's yours. And it's scaring them. It's pissing them off. They're comparing themselves to you instead of using you as a living example of how somebody can get it out the fucking mud, how somebody can rise from the ashes. So a lot of people are doing what they can to not support you, not engage with you, because you're a threat. You're a threat to their ego, to their lack of confidence, to their lack of work. So don't be offended by it. They're acting like that because you're going up. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I promise you.
So yeah, it's just like, listen, I have not moved. Like it's 2016 and nothing's happened. Nothing's changed. And so it's just like, why has nothing changed? And you know why? It's because the government is stalking me. Shonda Rhimes is stalking me. People are always stalking me. Somebody wants me to feel bad about it. All this different stuff. It's like, that's not working. And so it's like, how could I? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, well, that's why I'm taking it back to that situation that's not healed. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you can't get out of my way for me to take care of my business, then that's not healed. It's not healed for you. And then here we go. I love this woman. And so, she is awesome. I don't want to hear this again. Oh, there it is. I hit the X. Okay, come on.
If anybody says you're too picky, tell them you have to. You have to, because you are not just anybody. You have to maintain. You are an important person. You are my babe, my sweet potato. Of course you're picky.
Yes, I am.
Do you think it's easy to be you?
No.
Why will you not be picky? If anybody says you're too picky, tell them you have to. You have to, because you are not just anybody.
I have to be picky. And so, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, sometimes you just need that inspiration. And that's it. Y'all, that's it. It's like, this woman has had me travel. It's like every time I was doing the application yesterday, I was like fleeing from a stalker. So I'm at the SIUE campus. I moved onto the SIUE campus. And then I moved to Coliinsville, fleeing from a stalker. I moved in with Joel King after a fight with Rita, fleeing from a stalker. Lived with Uvo and Joel, and eventually moved back to Cahokia. Still, I'm being stalked. I'm moving nomad until I moved to Texas, being stalked. Moved to Dallas, Texas. I was still being stalked. Moved back to Illinois, being stalked. Moved to small home in Cahokia, stalked. Belleville, St. Louis, Belleville, Little Elm Texas, Frisco, stalked. Forced into eviction, stalked. Moved into my sister's house. She started stalking me and other people too. Forced to move out of my sister's house, stalker. Lived in busing car. Who comes by, stalkers. Moved in 2104 Washington, stalker. Lived in East St. Louis shelter, stalker. Hubbard House, stalker. Charity submission to charities, stalker. Malfit shelter, stalkers. Mark Twain, stalkers. Charities or shelters of missionaries to charities, shelters, stalker. And then even here, stalkers. Like, it's just like, when do y'all stop? When do y'all fucking stop? Y'all don't. Like, it's like, when do you ever stop? So that's it, y'all. That is it. So stop sharing this. And yeah, somebody saying Shonda Rhimes is crazy. She has to be. She has to be. That bitch has to be crazy. Something wrong. Something wrong. It always from Chicago. I'm telling you, y'all, whenever I see it, I'm like, every fucking time. They thieves. It's just like, why the fuck are you a thief? Oh, this is what it was. This is what somebody was saying. So like when y'all see where I moved to another state, they wait until I'm out of the area to do anything. So when I moved in 2003, that's when they started like moving stuff around. Because now I'm not in the area. So now they felt like they could give it away or produce something. You see what I'm saying? 2001 they killed Miss Thompson, so they got information from her too. So it's like anytime I move completely to another state, then it is something that they would use it as if it's theirs. You see what I'm saying? It's like, now this is mine because she's not here. So they actually wait until I completely move away to another state. Not saying I can't go from Illinois to Missouri. I gotta go, you know what I'm saying, New Mexico, Texas, New York. If I move completely away, they'll start that shit again. So that's it. And yesterday at the interview, they tried to start the stuff with the jobs and stuff, where they tried to start the stuff with the jobs and all this different stuff, like where the guy was like demoting me or whatever. He's like, so do you want to be? I filled out for a warehouse selector, and he's like, so do you want to be a merchandiser or something like that? And I was like, yeah, no problem. And then I look and it's like, it's 75 cents less on the job. And I was like, oh, okay. That's crazy. You know what I'm talking about? So it's always like some type of situation. So I'm going to show you guys this guy too from Confluence Academy. I think he was following me in a beige van with the left front of the van was in the accident. He had a busted left front of the van. So I'm going to show you him. And he's like the guy who had eczema with the dreads, who never taught us anything. He would just come into the training and be like, here is the book. Now go ahead and make the plans or whatever. And it's like, well, where's the lesson book? Where's the lesson book for it? And he doesn't have it. So it's like, well, why do we use that type of curriculum if we don't have the lesson book for it? So I'm talking about, y'all, it was like they were just trying to make stuff just so impossible. And so now I see why. It's like I went online, it's like Confluence Academy always has openings, and it's because they try to do all this, like, I don't know, innuendo shit. So let me show y'all this guy, because he's probably still fucking stalking me. He was the one who said he had a teacher as a mother and all this different stuff. It's like, what the fuck? So hold on. And I'm talking about, y'all, it's like, how did they get the stuff? Like, they started stalking me like day when I went to a Christmas party. I left my son, my aunt, and I went to a Christmas party. First they had a party I think it was for Thanksgiving maybe. And then I went to the Christmas party. Oh, maybe it was the same place. And so it was just like, I don't know. I think they were stalking me there too. You know, I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I was drinking some coffee and I ended up with having some pizza in my coffee or something. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I had my cup with me the whole time, y'all. So they must have started using this stuff on me as soon as I got there. I'm talking about no recollection of like anything happening to the cup. Me dropping anything. I didn't have any food, anything. The cup was empty. I looked into the cup when I first got the cup. I'm talking about somebody came by, somebody said something to me, and I ended up with some food inside of my cup. I think they might have did they take it off? I put the pictures of them on here, didn't I put like a collection of pictures of these people on here. I'm talking about for real, for real. And I'll do it again. Y'all, I will do it again because I'm not about to not get y'all convicted of murder. I'm talking about for real because y'all in my business. It's like, y'all can't do that. Like, stop going through my documents and everything and trying to. And y'all, it's moving slow too. Like, everything's taking a long time to load up. So let me see if it's on this one. Here he is. There we go. It's this dude right here. So there we go. So yeah, okay, let me show y'all now. So I think he showed up yesterday to the place and I was leaving. So he was in a beige van and yeah, there he is. So he's in a beige van and the left headlight was out. This guy right here, that's the one that looks like, doesn't he remind you of Kenya Barris? So yeah, you just like, I don't know what he would still be stalking me for, but he was the weirdest person. Him and his other reading partner were like two of the weirdest people. This is Keely Sutton. So she's the one. And look, y'all, one day I told her daughter, I was like, don't talk to the people like that because that's rude. We were just downstairs. She was just being mean about everything. And so I was like, don't do that. I was like, that's rude. Like, if you're here and your mother is a teacher, then you represent your mother as a teacher. So I guess that's what what's her name came, like, I was mean to the little girl. I wasn't mean to this little bitch. Now I'm being mean. Y'all just have, that's the difference. I'm not mean to you or your bitch ass mama. This is the difference. Because at first, y'all, I was just like, so nice. Like, I was just like, don't do that. I was like, and it's because I told her, don't do it. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, don't talk about stuff like that. And all the kids with her. My classroom was there. 4 or 5 of my students with her. So it's like, if she's lying and saying that I got upset with her, I did something to her, I was mean to her, I wasn't. I was just telling her, don't do that. Don't talk to people like that. And so when I guess she wouldn't have told her mother, I don't know. But either way, it's like, I didn't do anything to you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what, if you at the school, nobody can discipline you? Because they can. So then we had my school, we're at what is this school? Cedar Crest Elementary, and the principal comes downstairs and tries to say Blake was running in the hallway. No, he wasn't. Blake said, I wasn't doing anything. And there wasn't anybody at the school, so who gives a fuck? So I was just like, why does she just kept coming to me wanting Blake to get in trouble. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? And I'm talking about, this is actually the Michelle Martin person. So you just be like, is something wrong with y'all? And if it was an issue, why not just ask me the question? I'm talking about this little bitch. If that's the case, bitch, I didn't say nothing to you. You grown now, bitch. I ain't say nothing to you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, tell your mama the fucking truth, hoe. I'm talking about they both just sitting there, and it's like the most ignorant ass people. You see what I'm saying? And it's like the whole time Keely lying and shit. Like, nobody got time for that. She got mad at me because she was lying and all. Like, look, kitty shit. And you a whole fucking teacher. That's why it's like, when you come to teach late in the game, just mind your fucking business. Don't be I was a housemaker. That's the same thing Tracy Witherspoon did. She came to the school. I was a housemaker. And now I'm teaching and this, that, and the other. And it's like, the people that do that, the women that I met that did that when I was in doing my class, they were white women, some black women. And they were in Texas at Region 10. And they were so sweet. They were just ready to be at a school. You see what I'm saying? These women in St. Louis, or wherever the fuck Tracy Witherspoon is from. Oh, I think that's what she said. She's from St. Louis. Y'all stupid. That's not the character I would take on. Y'all see what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm telling you, y'all, color don't matter. Color does not. In this situation, color does not matter. It's the difference is the truth. The women that were in Texas were actually stay-at-home parents, and their husbands were executives. So some of them would come like they'd be like in their 40s or 50s and just getting a teacher certification so they can have something to do and end up being really great teachers because they care and they have things to give. Like they have extra money and stuff like that. So they do all that fancy stuff for the kids, like have games. And I mean, you could be like, oh my gosh, she's like running the school now. Of course she is, because she really care about the kids. And it'll be like kids in a community. So I'm about to cry. It would be kids in communities so far away from her. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like they would be in communities like, it's not like they teach in Plano because they live in Plano. They don't teach in Frisco because they live in Frisco. They might teach in Dallas somewhere. And you just like, they'll have like rooms full of toys and games and all this different stuff that they can offer to kids. Y'all understand what I'm saying? That kids are grown. It's like, that is the true story. That's the true story of how their life is. And I mean, y'all heard that story or you see that story written down and you think that somebody's lying. And it's like, that's not a lie. That's the truth. You see what I'm saying? That's why y'all got to do critical race theory, because that's your experience. My experience is that they tell me the truth. So now here come Keely's son. She almost 40 fucking years old with 2 kids already getting a teacher certification, and she still act like a kid. And she still has no experience. You have Samantha Simple. She just got out. She's a young person. Still no experience, no life experience. But she wants to be a teacher. So therefore, and she wants to be a teacher. Like it almost like for them, it's like the hood. You understand what I'm saying? So no life experience, nothing. And it's like both of them sat there and whine like 2 big ass babies. It's like Sudden want to be too cool. Samantha Simple ain't cool enough. And so you just like, okay, what do and Sudden she want to talk about everybody like this really a hood situation for her. No experience. And they fired me because of her. I came back from losing a child. A week later, I was fired. Then we have these other teachers that I'm talking about, y'all, they just shine through. And I'm saying this because they usually, like I said, stay at home. And that's the difference. One person had a terrible time because of the school she was at. And she was a Black teacher. And I probably would have had one too, but I don't give a fuck about what other people think. And that's the thing. Stay the fuck out of people's classroom. They don't give a fuck about what you think. Stay the fuck out their classroom and watch them teach. Watch the magic they work when you get the fuck out their business. So that's it, y'all. It's just like, I'm telling you, it's just been hell. Hell because of how people interpret what life is. It's because they have no life experience. And so even that guy that I just showed you, whoever the fuck he is, he has no life experience. And I'm talking about he wants me to pay for it. Do you hear me? They want me to pay for them not having a life. I can't do that. I've traveled. People have paid for me to travel. They have paid for me to have life experience. You understand? And I don't owe a motherfucker nothing. So I should be already on my feet. Fuck y'all. I'm talking about this lady just sat there in the office. You nothing's changed. Nothing happened, Shantae. That was Veronica. That's because one of y'all bitches that sit that shit like that shit funny. Let it be funny then. Have a great day. Laugh, bitch. Laugh. At the end of the day, I can get paid.